The most turbulent and tumultuous of all Sefirot is Gevurah. It is a violent Sephirah of conflict and destruction. Gevurah is severity. It is a Sephirah that is so often misunderstood because everything is angry and turbulent about this Sephirah. It's number 5, which is the very number of conflict and tribulations. Furthermore, this Sephirah is ruled by Mars, which is a planet of destruction. As the opposite of Chesed, Gevurah is also a wise king, but unlike the Chesed king at the time of peace who sits on a throne and passively rules, in Gevurah it is the king in action, standing in his chariot at the time of war. The reason this Sephirah is so often misunderstood is because of its very violent nature and state, yet Mars, the planet of destruction, is also a planet of rebuilding. Opposites. Sometimes it takes a sword to wipe the evil and start anew. And that is the purpose of Gevurah. It is not severity for sake of severity. It is severity as a means to rebirth, rebuilding, and improvement. The sword of Gevurah wipes out all. But again, it balances Chesed, remember. Without the warrior sentinel qualities Gevurah, the merciful Chesed quality was just overflow in an evil imbalance of force. For further clues, all we have to do is look up one stage from Gevurah on the pillar of severity into Binah. It is this implication that death is implicit at birth and rebirth is implicit in death. And thus, Gevurah continues what Binah has started, a cycle of rebirth and reincarnation. The very role of Gevurah is representative of downbreaking aspect of force. It is the very destroyer, lord of fear and severity, and thus it is totally necessary to the equilibrium of the tree. In the tarot, of course, it is the 5s that reside in the Gevurah, and not one out of the 4 tarot 5s is quiet or stable. As with all the other cards, we have to look at the element of the 5 to understand its placement in Gevurah. So if we were to examine the 5 of Pentacles, for example, we find the element of the creative world, Briah, water, in the material world, Yetzirah, earth. In this card, the destructive power of Mars, which rules Chesed, is rampant in the active world. And therefore, here the struggle becomes very pragmatic and very earthy. The strike is against one's material possessions, be it money, property, or the like. A very different picture emerges in the 5 of Cups, where it is the element of water and water. But throwing in the harsh reality of Mars, of Chesed, we have a watershed moment of an emotional breakdown. Yet there is a lesson of Chesed present in all of the 4 5s. Sometimes, in order to start anew, you have to completely destroy and sever ties with the old. It is only when you return to nothing that you could start to build again from the ground up. Hopefully, as you build anew, you retain the lessons of previous mistakes and fix them going forward.